Yeah, good morning, everyone. So yesterday we saw knee-jerk reactions on account of movement from Japan Central Bank, which has put up some pressure on the Japanese yen and which appreciated yesterday very sharply. In fact, Japanese yen is appreciating consistently since 150. Now, yesterday before the Japanese central bank, it was at 135, and now it is at 132. So yesterday the appreciation was sharp, and that has put up some concerns that the money can move to safe haven, which is yen. But over a period, since it was not the initial start of decline, the yen was appreciating since long. So over a period, it pulled off. And against that, because of the yen appreciation, even the dollar index also got depreciated, and which has put some positive thinking on the US market. So US market ended positive, considering the negativeness which was there since last 2 weeks in US, and people are expecting the month end, that is Santa rally may be coming in the US, and that positive sentiment drive the US market. And the futures are also very positive. Even Asian markets are also indicating positive trend, and we saw Indian market recovering towards the end yesterday itself. So we will have positive sentiment in India as well, considering this. A lot of negativeness got created yesterday, which got removed, and can continue to show positive trend in today's trade as well. Even on the commodity side also, we saw positive trend, wherein oil was more of a flattish, but iron ore and steel both are showing positive trend. Iron ore is up by around 2% in China, and steel is also up by around 1%. So that is mainly driven by the positive thinking on the China reopening post the COVID hard wave, which was continuing. So post that, there will be reopening, and there could be a good demand for uh, the iron ore. The port inventory of the iron ore is on the lower side, and any pickup in the demand for steel will definitely have a positive impact on iron ore. So for iron ore, we had earlier also said that the best play for the steel right now again is the pellet manufacturer, and specifically Godavari Steel and Power, which is still looks positive from the current level. Apart from that, even the sugar prices are also showing very positive trend. These prices are near to their the raw sugar prices are near to their 52-week high, and in fact, the white sugar, which is refined sugar, is already above the. They had already crossed the 52-week high and are somewhere trading at around $564. If we convert them into rupee terms at the current exchange rate of around 83, that works out to almost at around 45 rupees. So that is a very good situation for sugar company which are exporting white sugar. Even the raw sugar current conversion price is at around 37, 38 rupees, which is higher than the domestic price. So government has allowed the 6 million ton, and almost 4.5, 5 million has already was booked. But what we feel that even the rest of the quantity also might have been booked now. So whatever the 6 million ton government which has allowed for export has already been what we feel must have been booked right now at these lucrative prices. So benefit of all these will be coming in the fourth quarter, wherein the production will also be very high and export will also be very high, and also the companies will be benefiting from the higher ethanol realization as well, which ethanol prices government has increased in recent past. So overall outlook on the sugar sector and companies looks quite positive in the near term. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. Yesterday we saw that first half market trading towards downward, and Nifty take an important support around 18,200, and then we saw the second half bounce back at lower level. So Nifty managed to close above 18,370, the first immediate resistance. But till Nifty have a next immediate resistance around 18,470, 18,514 upside. So, if any chance Nifty managed to close above 18,470 in closing basis, then we expect further rally towards 18,600. Otherwise, Nifty trading the range that is 18,470 in upper range and downside 18,200 is a major range for Nifty. Bank Nifty also trading in the range, and yesterday we saw that Bank Nifty also bounced back in a lower level, that is 42, 43,500 upside. Next immediate resistance place for Bank Nifty is 600 or 47.
Because we can't hear you.
Hello.
Your voice was very low. Can you repeat the last part?
Hello.
Hello. To Bank Nifty has immediate resistance 43,600 and next immediate resistance place around 44,000 and immediate support place 43,160, 42,900 at downside. Nifty Finance also trading with the range upside immediate resistance place 18,560 and 18,650 in upside and support place around 18,400 and 18,300 at downside. Stock specific Apollo Tire looks positive at current level and Adani Enterprises also looks positive at current level. Next immediate level for Apollo Tire is 340 and 345 upside and support place around 320 at downside. Adani Enterprises also looks positive at current level. The immediate resistance place around 42,870 and 4,300 in upside, and support place around 4,100 at downside. That's it for technical. Did you
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. See, on the derivative front, looking at the overall open interest, as I've been saying earlier as well, there is nothing to worry about. The data is not very alarming unless something, really drastic happens outside of India, which the data hasn't captured. One should continue to remain, bullish and continue to buy on dips, at least as per the data at this point of time. Open interest is low, which is good because if there is high open interest, then there is a worry because there are chances of the ripple effect where everyone comes to sell, but not many people are holding long, so or short. So at this point of time, don't think there's anything to worry. PCR is at comfortable levels. Most importantly, the VIX continues to remain below the 15 levels and even below the 14 levels. In spite of high volatility in the last couple of days, you're seeing VIX being stable, and that is one of the most important things to note down here, and which does suggest that this buying trend, the longer term trend of positivity is likely to remain. Also from the options front, 18,300 strike put is holding on to very aggressive open interest at this point of time, and it is now almost near it is now having almost the highest open interest amongst puts. From 18,000 strike, it is shifting to 18,300, which is a very good thing. That means the base or the support is shifting upwards. So that's a positive thing. Also, once Nifty crosses 18,500, which is a resistance area, that after that, you will see some good buying action coming in Nifty, and the run up can be up to 18,800 to 19,000 levels, which is a resistance area on the upside. From the stock specific front, again, even I'd say Apollo Tyre did pretty well. So Apollo Tyre is one stock to focus. Looks like there can be a further rally in the stock. Also, the auto stocks which have been down for quite some time, they are likely to move up, and the best stock amongst those is at this point of time Maruti, because lots of longs have been built in and they haven't been covered much. So looks like a good bounce back should come in this counter, and gains can be extended. So look out for the same. IT sector has made a good comeback yesterday, and I believe it will continue to witness good buying action going forward. So look to buy the IT sector, at least from the short term perspective. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. On City Union Bank, RBI has said that there was a divergence of 259 crores on reported gross NPAs for FY22. If we add this amount to the current stock of GNPA, then the GNPA ratio increases from 4.4% to 5.1%. And also, similarly, there was a divergence in provisions and therefore profits for FY22 at 41 crores. So this is negative for City Union Bank. Uno Minda, earlier known as Minda Industries, has announced that it has entered into technical agreement with Ascentech, a Korean company, which is a leader in supplying automotive sensors and actuators. This tie-up is to design, develop, manufacture, and market wheel speed sensors in India. This is positive for Uno Minda. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Shyam Metallics and Energy has forayed into the stainless steel business by acquiring Mittal Corp Limited in an NCLT-led resolution process. The company will invest around 7,500 crores over the next 4 to 5 years to scale up its metal business. This is neutral for the company. Thank you.
Good morning. VIP Clothing Limited has recently sold its Umbaga factory and raised 104 million. This capital gain will now be utilized in the business at different level, from production, technology, innovation, and marketing. This is positive for the company. Domino's Pizza has announced the launch of 20 minutes delivery across 20 zones, as against its previous milestone of 30 minutes delivery. And the brand is positioned to provide its consumers with a great pizza eating experience. This is also positive for the company. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all from fundamental side. Now request commodity team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today, we might see some more upside in commodities, and since the dollar index is sustaining and falling below 104 level, there could be some more pressure on dollar index, and which might lead to more bullishness in commodities. So one can initiate buying in gold around 54, 750, 700 levels, and maintain a buy as long as it is holding above 54, 700. However, on upside, 55, 500 seems to be a resistance area, which was a previous high. So there could be some profit taking around that area, and if prices are losing above 55, 500, then we might see further fresh buying in the commodity. Similarly, silver, we expect prices to test 69,000 and witness some buying. So buying is recommended in silver also. 7,000 so 70,000 to 70,500 seems to be upside target. Crude oil prices should continue to rally and test 64 or 50, 6,500 on higher end. So buying in crude oil is recommended. One can initiate a buy with the CMP, maintaining a stop loss below 60 to 50. And natural gas, if prices hold the 450 levels, then we might see some pullback. Um, and also we are nearing to the expiry, so there could be some volatility. So if holds 450, one can initiate a buy or take some call positions in out of the money strikes. Uh, metals, we expect some rally to continue. Zinc might test to 78 to 80 levels. So buying in zinc is recommended. 272 seems to be good supportive area. So buying around 270, 250, 273 and maintain a stop loss of 270, and we might see 280 in coming days. And copper, one should initiate a buy around 710, maintain a stop loss of 705. We might see 716 to 17 on higher end. That's it from me. I'll ask Ria to take off from here.
Uh, Thank you, sir. So on the currency front, we have seen Bank of Japan coming out with its policy. So Japan governor has done a doubling of a cap on its 10-year yields, which is the most hawkish that the Bank of Japan has been in a very long time. And this has led to a jump into the yen and a slide into the government bonds in a move that could help pave the way for a possible policy change under the new government. So the current governor will be finishing its second term in the month of April, and the new governor will be assuming the office after that. And the assumption was the change into the policy will happen in the under the guidance of the new governor of but this surprise tweak has definitely put is a step forward towards a normalization of the policy. So now the Bank of Japan will allow the 10-year bond yield to rise around 0.5% up from the previous limit of 0.25%. So this is a very positive move for the Japanese yen, and thus you can see JPY INR moving towards 63 levels in today's session. You can go long into the JPY INR at the current level of 62.70, 62.71, and keep a target of 63, 63.25 with an SL at around 62.45. As far as Euro INR is concerned, it did rise because of the uncertainty into the policy as far as dollar is concerned, and of course the recession risk. But in today's session, we are seeing some pullback happening into the Euro INR, some profit taking happening. It has opened with a gap down of at around 87.88. It could see a downside towards 87.63, and thus you can go short into the pair towards that level. You can keep an SL at around 87.9, 87.97, 88.10. As far as GBP INR is concerned, you could see some consolidation happening into the pair within the levels of 100.88 to 100.54. You can play along these levels. However, a directional momentum is still hazy into the GBP INR. For rupee, though the dollar has corrected towards 104 levels, we are not seeing much of the appreciation happening into the USD INR. The reason being the central bank has moved away from the rupee right now as far as intervention is concerned. And we have also seen the forex level rising on a very minimum basis, but still it is rising. So some buying is happening, as well as the inflows are keeping the rupee intact within the levels of 83 and 82. The current acceptable range as far as central bank is concerned. Thus, it will again see a consolidation in today's session as well. 83 is a very strong support, and it will be a very difficult, resistance, and it will be a very difficult resistance to give a breakout to. Thus, you could continue with taking a position in the options by shorting the OTM and such, like 83 to 83.25, and also in the put side, you can go forward with the 82.25, 82 levels for the monthly expiry. As far as taking a position into the future is concerned, I think one should stay away a bit right now because it's trading in a very narrow range. So that's all on the currency front. Thank you.